Bulavanaka. My name is Justin Latif, and I work here at PMN News. And today we are launching a new podcast called Teens of the 275. And we've invited three students from Māngere College who are going to be hosting this podcast, interviewing some of the Pacific community's leading media personalities. So I'm now going to hand over to Casey, and they're going to take it from here. Away you go.
Sweet as guys. Today we have Mariner Fagaiava. Is that how I say it? Fagaiava-Muller. They are a radio host on Flava currently. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Sweet. They also worked with RNZ Radio New Zealand and did articles, especially the one on dawn raids. Yes. Sweet. As you guys seen before, my name is Casey. An interesting fact about me, I am the head student of Māngere College. I grew up in Manerua, but I currently live in Māngere. And university interest. I'm interested in studying sociology and minoring in dance.
Salle Flava, everyone. My name is Tule Salu. Interesting fact about myself is I love volleyball. And where I grew up in Māngere. So I grew up in Māngere East, and now I currently live in Favona. And university of interest that I'm interested in is Auckland Uni to study a conjoint of law and criminology.
I'm Manoia. I'm a year 11 student at Māngere College, and I'm very interested and passionate in learning things and talking about the stuff that I just learned and writing about the stuff that I just learned. And so because of that, I'm particularly interested in more so law, but journalism is also something that I'm very interested in. And my connection to Māngere is I grew up in a home in Māngere for the first 4 years of my life, and then after that I sort of moved in Papatoi, and then I went back in my first year of high school, and I feel like I got more connected to my roots, and I got a lot more connected to my school, which is really good.
That's good.
Sweet. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to be asking everyone some quick fire questions. So starting off, we'll just go first, second, third for answering. Is that okay?
Cool.
Sweet as. First question, what is your favorite bakery in Māngere?
Oof. My favorite bakery in Māngere. I don't go to the bakery much because I'm so skinny. I want to say Hong Kong Bakery. A lot of people don't like Hong Kong Bakery. This is the one in Māngere Bridge, but I'm gonna say
They're good.
their coconut
Sausage
cream
rolls.
buns.
And
Yes,
the
and the sausage
sausage
rolls.
rolls.
Bomb.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah. My one is Wickman Way in Māngere East, right in front of Southern Cross. Good mud cake.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. Hong Kong Bakery is top tier. I've been going there since I was little. They're the cream buns.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I don't know what they the cream is just so good.
I don't know about y'all, but the heat is at Beckhaven in Airport Oaks. Oh, that coffee is so good. Question 2. What is your favorite hangout spot? What was your favorite hangout spot during high school? And what is your favorite hangout spot in high school?
Ooh, what was? What do you mean was? Is I'm still in high school.
Oh, you got your uniform.
What was my hangout spot? There was a McDonald's very close to Salle College when I went to high school. So I would say that McDonald's.
Yeah. The one in Massey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Near your school.
Yeah. That was our only hangout spot because my mum was so strict during high school, so I wasn't allowed to go anywhere
I
else.
feel you. My one is either Arawa Dairy, just near Māngere College, or Mackenzie Dairy. Go there after school
And hang out.
and hang out lunchtime.
I like more quiet places. I always love the library and the classroom. It's always very hectic outside. As most MC students know.
Yeah, I so feel that. I feel like I have to be very social with everyone. So lunchtime and morning tea, if I'm not in meetings with everyone, I so love to just sit in a classroom with my friends and just sleep.
Oh,
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good.
Question 3. What is your favorite place in Māngere?
my favorite place in Māngere is Kiwi Esplanade in Māngere Bridge. It's like that road, like the main road facing the water
Oh,
in
yes,
Māngere
yes,
Bridge.
yes, yes.
I used to walk there as a kid with my mum, and I still pull up there now with
That's
my
so
mates.
cute.
It's so peaceful
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a place to get away from the sirens in Māngere East. Thank you so
In the
much. Proud of coming from Māngere East. Let me make that clear. But
Nice.
yeah, Kiwi Esplanade for sure.
My favorite place, Māngere Mountain, Māngere Mountain. It's just good views at the right time. So if you catch a sunset, it's just even better. Yeah.
I would say probably somewhere in my school, but only like where nobody is. Like, I feel like you grasp like the importance of something when you're there by yourself and you just like soak it all in. So I would
Yeah.
probably have to say like there's a point in our school where like there's just a bunch of hallways in between all of the blocks, and I really like when there's no one there.
When
It's
there's no one
very
there, yeah, it's
peaceful.
very
So peaceful.
Yes. So probably that.
Yeah. Mine would kind of be the same as yours. Mine's is the Māngere Bridge. Like, you know how it just got reconstructed?
Oh, the new one.
Yeah,
The
the
new
new
bridge.
one. Because of
Yes.
those lights. LED lights, they do it for me. I have a little ritual with one of my friends. We grab $5 chips from Idlewild, because the best chips ever. We grab $5 hot chips with tatia sauce. We park up. There's yellow lines, so I don't think that's legal. But we park up and we sit on their roof and we just eat our chips and we just talk.
Oh, that's
nice.
so good.
Yeah.
You guys got it. Question 4. What special place in Māngere do you hold close to your heart?
Ooh, what special place in Māngere do I hold close to my heart? That is a
That's
very
a deep one, eh?
That is a
That's
very good
deep,
question.
Yeah.
That is a very good question. Let me say that a place that holds a special piece of my heart in Māngere would probably be one of the family houses. Like, most of my family live in Māngere, and so it's just a normal thing to have kongai, like
Yeah.
gather for Christmas, Easter, all those special occasions, funerals.
Yeah. Birthdays.
Yeah, so it's kind of been a mix of the good and bad
Bad.
at those venues, but they and it's for that reason that it holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah. I'd say my old house in Māngere East. I think the street, everybody knew each other. Everybody would help each other out. Like, if one family was short on bread, they'll be so comfortable to like come to my house, go to next door. Oh, do you have any bread? My mom likes some bread. So it was just so warm.
Can I
in
ask
that
what street it was?
Cottingham Crest.
Oh, true.
You know that one?
Yes,
Yeah.
Māngere East. Alright.
It was really good. And probably Māngere Town Centre. Just the adults that go Zumba there
my
every
God,
single
yes.
Oh my
day,
gosh,
especially
yes.
Saturdays. If you're those adults, we love you.
It's so wholesome watching
Yeah.
them dance. I would probably have to say my. Oh, actually, okay, so it's tight. It's probably between like my old house, because I did spend the first 4 years of my life there, and then I went back, and it was kind of like, I don't know, everything came back to me. But also, I actually go to De La Salle to debate quite often, and there's one
wow.
classroom that we spend a lot of time in, and it's like a passion that I've had since I was year 9, and because of that, I hold it very close to my heart, because it's
Oh,
like
that's
I
cool.
evolve and the classroom stays the same.
That's
So cool.
Oh, I had all this time to think of my answer, but it's still not there. I will just go off what you said. I think something that's really like only in Māngere would be the Zumba that they do.
Zumba,
It's
yeah.
like every time I walk through there, especially like after school, because I'm pretty sure that's when they do it.
Yeah.
There's this one old Tongan man. I think he's Tongan.
He is
There's
Tongan.
one. Yeah. Yes. Oh, thank goodness I'm right. He is always there. He's always doing it. There's like this little cardboard sign that says no photos, no videos,
Yeah.
and all I can see is this giant guy, because he's so tall and massive, and he's like sweaty, and he just screams every time. Like, that's so.
It doesn't
only
even
in
irritate
Māngere.
you. It's just like
Yeah.
you know he's there. The
Yeah.
vibe is there.
And all the old mamas that are dancing too. It's so
It's so
cute.
cute.
Good for him. Good
Yeah.
for you. I need to work out.
But speaking of Māngere Town Centre, question number 5: Jolly Goods or JK Chicken?
Ooh, I'm gonna say Jolly Goods. Yeah. JK's the yellow one.
The one right next, like in front of it, next
Yeah.
to Red Rat.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jolly Goods. I don't know why. It just looks prettier.
I'd say Jolly Good chips, but JK chicken.
Okay, I agree
That
with
one.
you on that. Yeah.
I like that.
Wait,
Yeah.
can someone explain the difference?
I don't know. I think just the flavor.
Wait,
Of what's in
are
the
they both in
chicken.
town centre?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
like
two chicken
in
and
my
chip
head they're
places,
enemies
eh?
because they're quite literally across from each other.
Yes.
So you know Red Rat?
Wait, which is the one that's next to 275? Is that not
That's
either?
Jolly Goods
Yeah, that one.
right there.
That
Oh,
one.
okay.
They do thick chips, eh?
Yeah,
And
they-
JK does
Yeah.
The thin ones, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
I'm JK Chicken Hard because of those chips, and they put the little
Ah.
chicken salt. Oh,
Oh,
so
yeah.
good. I think when I was year 7, they sold them for like the small packets for like $1.50.
Yeah, those 15. Now
Oh,
they're
what's it
like
giving now?
$3.
Inflation.
Oh my gosh.
Legit.
It's giving eat a tomato.
But like speaking of high school, like what were you like growing up? Like
Ooh.
were you our age?
That's a very good question. I feel like I was so shy in high school. Definitely not as confident and loud as I am now. I think I was pretty reserved. I had gone to Holy Cross Primary in Papatoetoe and then started at La Salle. That was all good. And then I think I had about year 9, 10, puberty. And then that's just when all the confidence just left the room. I had been a student who had tended to like be very participatory. Like I was like doing sports and doing all the academic things. But then I kind of at some point just became more reserved and was a back of the class kind of kid. But I'd say by year 13, I was just going through a lot at the time, and by year 13, I had told myself, you know what, we're gonna get back to who we were in year 7. We're gonna try and get our confidence back, and we're just going to. There's this quote. It goes, "Be comfortable with the uncomfortable," and so I lived by that quote, and even like I did debating and like I got back into sports and really applied myself in my academics, and I feel like that paid off in the end because it's gotten me to where I am now.
That's good. That's nice.
Are there any like specific highlights from high school?
Ooh, highlights. I'm currently filling in on the Flava breakfast show, and this morning we were talking about ball. So I love ball. I actually didn't get best dressed because I have a feeling that the teachers hated me.
They rigged it. It was rigged.
Yeah, it was
I
rigged
can tell.
because I wore a floral printed suit. It was white and it had like blue, greenish lime vibes, and a light blue shirt. And this guy who wore a floral vest from Hallenstein's was giving very much at the front of the store what the mannequins wearing. So he wore that. And he got best dressed, and he was wearing like basic black pants. I was giving very much Kmart, and he still got best dressed. But much love. Yeah, I'm definitely not holding onto that still. Yeah, ball. I was the head of our ball committee, and we did our ball with
Nice.
Macaulay at the time, which I'm not sure they do anymore because De La Salle was
I
a
don't
very
think
naughty
so,
school.
yeah.
And I think the Macaulay teachers weren't happy. Anywho, other highlights, probably getting a scholarship into university meant a lot. Because that meant I was able to get my first year, my second year free actually, because the first year of uni is fees free. I'm not sure if
Yeah,
that's the same
So
anymore.
It's still the same.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, hopefully, Jacinda's gone, but please make the policy. Any other highlights? I'm proud to have gone to Salle College. I'm not your normal, like I'm not your typical La Sallian, like the
We know the typical last
yeah, the one that gets the crest on their chest, the rugby playing La Sallian, the Scucks La Sallian, the red flag La Sallian. No, that was not me, honey. There is one behind but like I'm proud to have gone to La Salle because I feel like it made me street smart. Like I know how to operate in the
Nice,
streets.
period.
And like I know where I stand in society. And when I entered university, I was very cognizant of the fact that I was different.
Yeah.
And I was brown and I was not from Central Auckland. And I think going to La Salle gave me the power to stand up for myself.
Yeah.
What was the brotherhood like?
The brotherhood, strong as I feel like you find your group no matter what personality type you are. I found my group of friends pretty quickly, and we're still friends today.
That's good.
I feel like a lot of people that I went to high school with, not just at La Salle, but like across the different sorts of high schools, like they're no longer friends.
Yeah.
But at La Salle, I feel like we're pretty much all still in the same friend groups. Yeah, love my friends to death. all in different places now, but we still make the effort to keep in touch.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
That's the
What
dream.
like advice would you give like your younger self?
Ooh, what advice would I give? Um, oh, I would tell my younger self that you think NCEA is hard? Oh, wait till you get
Wait
to
till
uni.
you
Okay, I'm not sure if you guys are the same, but NCEA level 2 was the hardest for me. It was the hardest. It's kind of
alright.
like
Oh, great.
doing your license. Your restricted is your hardest. The learners is all good. The restricted is the hardest, and your fulls are easy as.
Yeah.
And it's when you get to NCA level 2 that like I
It
really
kicks
got
you.
yeah
Kicks you
hard
over.
out. Sometimes I think are these teachers okay like requiring all of this of us?
Yeah.
But my advice would be seriously though, just to stand up for yourself. I feel like don't let anyone belittle you. I feel like there's a lot of gossip in high school, isn't there?
Facts.
Drama.
Facts.
gossip,
Drama.
everything.
Distance yourself away from the drama
Mm,
would be my key tip.
that's
Yes.
good. So moving on to like your university life and your journalism, how did you decide to go to uni? Like, why was it in the books?
Ooh, had to go to uni.
You had to.
Yeah.
Strict parents.
Yes. It
Yeah.
was kind of expected. Oh, you're okay at school. Yeah, you're smart.
Yeah.
So you're going off to uni. So
Yes.
there was no other pathway. And but I also think I look to my mom a lot because she was the first graduate in our family.
Oh, that's nice.
And she went to uni shortly after I was born. So I was 6 months when she decided I'm gonna do something for myself and I'm gonna enroll into uni.
Mm.
And so like she and her uni mates who she's still friends with to this day always tell me about like the times that she would bring me to uni and she would like breastfeed me in between classes and like
That's so
give her off
cute.
to like her uni mates to look after me while she was in lectures and like it was this whole thing and like my grandparents would pick me up during those late nights that you tend to do at uni. So I think I look up to her a lot as to why I chose to go to university.
Yeah.
And uh, it would have been around 14 that I decided like the path that I wanted to go on, which was journalism.
That's really early.
Yes,
For like.
it's really early. In
For
fact,
us
I always
kids.
tell people like I was 14. I really wanted to be a TV presenter. Like what now?
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, okay, maybe that won't be
Such a-
quite a possibility.
Yeah.
Which actually was a possibility a few months ago. I was like shoulder tap to be the presenter of What Now, but I said no because I had started at Flava. But just weird how things turn out.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, what's close enough to presenting TV that is not presenting TV? And journalism came to mind, being a news reporter. And so I had decided, yeah, I'm going to be a news reporter. And I remember calling AUT at 14 and being like, hi, my name is Mariner and I want to take journalism at university. I'm trying to choose my option classes for year 10. What classes do I need to put? I'm pretty sure the lady thought I was bad. Crazy. She thought I was crazy.
She thought it was a prank.
No, yeah. She was probably like, boy, bye.
Bye.
But it was around that time that I decided that maybe I did a little bit of research. Maybe I would stick to social sciences. So your geo, your history, stuff that kind of connects you to people.
Yeah.
So I made the conscious decision to take up social sciences and yeah, that would be my path to hopefully getting into journalism school.
That's nice. Oh, you mentioned your scholarship.
Yes.
Do you mind me asking what scholarship you got?
It was from what I can remember, it's the AUT Kiwa Scholarship, which is like a Māori Pacific. I'm pretty sure they've changed it and they don't offer it anymore. And then in my second year, I got another scholarship. It's the AUT New Horizons Scholarship for students who are DESA 1 to 4. And so that covered my third year of uni. So I was
Oh, yeah.
really lucky in that respect.
So no shit in debt.
No, I don't have
That's
a
so
student
good.
loan.
Must be nice.
I didn't get any scholarships for my remaining years at uni, but by then I was working. So
So you just paid it off.
I just paid it
That's
off upfront
nice.
because I didn't want it hanging around.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you just like apply for it, or were you like, did any teachers in specific?
I applied for so many
So many?
scholarships. I'd say that I probably applied to scholarships at every university, and I got all of those scholarships.
Oh.
But the reason why I chose to go to AUT is because of its journalism program. Like that's what I really wanted to do. For a minute, I was considering maybe doing law at Auckland Uni, but I was like, nah. And my dad's a lawyer, and like, I know what
Even
that's like,
better.
girl. I don't want that. I'm gonna protect my peace.
Oh, okay. Last question from me is, what is something you can never stop talking about, like in podcasts, in news, like you just can't stop talking about it?
South Auckland.
South Auckland.
Yeah,
I hear that a lot from you.
Yeah, it's like my personality
Yeah.
trait. I've got a new podcast out. It's called Island Roots Auckland Ways. I do
Yeah,
it with
we've
one
seen
of
that.
my high school mates, Alyssa, and like that's about being from South Auckland. And even my radio show, I talk a lot about South Auckland. When I was a news reporter, I reported a lot on South Auckland.
That's
Because that's the whole reason why I became a journalist in the first place, is because like we had all these stories about South Auckland which were negative.
Yeah.
And so,
stereotypes. Yeah.
yeah, very stereotypical. And I feel like to some degree it's still the same, but less so today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that was good.
What's something that like only people from South Auckland would understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. How uncomfortable it feels to not be in South Auckland. Like whenever I'm in the
When you're,
city,
like,
I feel so
yeah.
uncomfortable.
It's
Like
weird.
whenever I'm at work, I'm like, child, get me home.
It's so scary.
It just feels so scary. Like I feel more safe at
I feel
home.
like even out west,
Yes.
like if you're out west, out
Yeah.
somewhere else, it's just
It doesn't hit the
doesn't
same.
hit the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. One of my questions is, what are some of the struggles Māngere youth and the community is struggling with right now?
Ooh, could you ask that the cost of living at the moment? The government recently announced that if they win the next election, they're taking GST, so they're taking tax off fruit and vegetables. And I saw like how much that actually is, and it's like 50 cents per supermarket shop, or like per like amount of veggies you buy. And I'm like, who's 50 cents gonna help? Like literally no one. It's giving we need to save $50.
Serious.
Yeah, just the cost of living, as we know, families in Māngere, South Auckland, we are large, we live together, we
Yeah.
live intergenerationally with our grandparents. And so access to basic living needs like housing, food, schooling, clothing, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
We were hit hard by COVID and we're still trying to get back up from that moment in time. Yes, and yeah, I would say cost of living is just the main thing at the moment.
I think to add on to that is also the new kaingaora houses.
Yes.
Have you seen those?
Oh my
I
gosh, let
feel
me
like-
tell you about these houses. Girl.
Yeah, add on.
Okay,
because
first of all,
it's not
they
giving.
look good for about 5 minutes. And then after that, ooh,
It's just like, because I feel like we grew up with what, a big backyard,
Yeah,
green
massive backyard.
spaces,
it's-
and now we're growing up to just
it's sad, isn't
one
it?
building,
Especially
4
around
walls.
MC.
Especially, yeah.
They're,
There's
they're
all those
popping up left, right, and
I
center.
think that's why, because we see it every single time, and we're just
Yeah.
like, no.
Because they're across from us. They're like all around us. We can see it every day. I think it's kind of sad, just because I am used to that. You know, there's those certain wooden paneling. There's that style of like South Auckland houses. I love that style. It's
Yeah.
where the heart is.
Yeah.
You know, it's comforting. That's how I know I'm home.
Exactly.
It's so kind of it's weird for me, especially to
It's
see
like
like those
city-
2-story houses.
City
Those-
apartments.
Yeah,
type
city
of-
apartments. That's what it's giving. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's giving gentrification.
Yep.
They all look the same. It's
They
just
all
like
look
And
the
they all
same
look
thing.
the same, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
And I feel like we grew up with a family home.
Yeah.
Like, people know which house to go to Kongai, people know which house for Lave is everywhere. So it's just not the same.
Yeah. Speaking about space, what would you like to see more of in like journalism space?
Oh, definitely more Māori Pacific journalists. There is such a big need for journalists of all different backgrounds to tell their stories and the stories of their communities. I mean, it's when I came into the industry, it's way better than it was when I was growing up. I basically saw the same two people on TV, on listening to the radio, reading the newspaper. So we're at a much better point now. But I reckon it's not only having Māori and Pacific people in the journalism space, but the ability for Pālangi Pākehā people to tell our stories well when we're not there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because it shouldn't be on us to undo all these years of hurt done to our communities. You've got to look at our Pākehā peers and say, hey, how about you take some ownership of that and you do something with the power and the dominance that you have within our industry.
Yeah. And I feel like if we've experienced it, it should be our story to tell.
It is our story to
So
tell.
it shouldn't be theirs.
Yeah.
Not saying it's a bad thing, but yeah.
What do people often get wrong about journalism?
That you get paid heaps of money. Because it's not the case. Unless you are like Hillary Barry, you're probably not earning that much money.
How much is that much money?
Ooh.
If we're allowed to be asking this question.
Let's just say, when I first started out, I was on minimum wage.
Okay.
So I could have worked at a factory, to be honest, and earned more if I was like skilled in that area. Another misconception would probably be that it's all glamorous. It's definitely not glamorous. You're working like very long weeks. I remember being 20 years old, part-time uni student, full-time uni student, part-time journo, and I was working 70 hours a week during COVID.
Yeah.
Which was a lot. But I think for many journalists, you do it not because of the money, but because you love the craft.
Yeah.
You love telling stories, you love talking to people. So I think that's what kept me going during that period. Yeah.
Wow, that's good. Thank you. Wow. I think that's the final question, eh?
Yeah, that's the final question
Yeah.
from us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much
It's
for
been
your
really
time.
interesting hearing all about how you grew up and how you evolved and
Now what you want to see in the future.
Yeah.
It's very nice. Thank you, Mariner.
Thank you. And listen to Flava Drive to the 7 birthday. 95.8 Auckland. Not 103.8, 95.8. I always get mistaken for working for you.